Hey, it's Aaron Malik here, and I just wanted to do a quick video for you. If you're in the market for a new home and you're struggling to find one, one of the first things you probably want to do is set yourself up something like a property alert. So sites like Domain and realestate.com.au, all that sort of stuff, have these kind of tools where you can input what it is you're looking for, where it is, what your budget is, that kind of stuff. So if you've never actually used this before, I'm just going to give you a quick random walkthrough of how to do this with Domain. I'm on domain.com.au/property-alerts, and tell us what you're looking for, become a member, let the properties come to you. Yeah, great, exciting stuff. So click get started, and let's choose a location that you want to live by. So let's say I am in, I don't know, let's say the Melbourne suburb of Cranbourne. I actually have a client in Cranbourne, so why not? And property types. Do we want a house? Do we want an apartment? Do we want a townhouse? Or do we want all? Let's say I'm looking for a house. So block of land with a house in the middle, standalone, etc. Price range. Let's say I've got, I don't know, say 650 to 700. I don't know if that's a realistic price at Cranbourne. I think it is. How many bedrooms? So one or more, two or more, three or more, four or more, or I don't really care. Let's say I want three or more. So then I'll turn on the property alerts. And what it's going to do then is ask me to set up a property alert. So they want some login information. So I'm just going to type my email address in here, and we'll put a password in there and do sign up. Let's hope I click the right button. Password's in, email's in, so I'll just click in the login button, and it will come up with this. Says your property alert is on. Okay, let's have a look at what's out there. So you can do that. And what it does is shows me, if you remember, I put 3+ bedroom houses for sale, not apartments or units, in Cranbourne, and my price range was 650 to 700k, looking to buy. And so now I've got this big list here that I can go and look at. And so that's a pretty simple way of setting up a property alert so you can stay on top of things. Now, just quickly, one of the things you might want to do is add a new alert or change your existing one. So to find your existing alerts, just go to your little image here, click on the down arrow and choose Home Alerts. And that will take you to your properties. Then you can click View Properties, or you can click on these three little dots here and choose Configure Property Alerts, and that can change some of your settings, like how often do you want to receive emails, daily, weekly, or never. Never would be a bit pointless. Weekly is probably a bit silly at the moment given the craziness of the market. And then off market, daily, immediately, never. So if you're not familiar with the term off market, let's see if we can get that to pop up. So it's basically, it doesn't have a full listing yet, basically. They're just saying they've got a sale that's coming up. So that's a good way to sort of get a bit of advance notice on some of those properties. So you might want to tick that and say, I want it daily, I want it immediately, I want it never, etc. Just to do those sort of things. And then you can do an update from there if you want. But let's set up a new one, and I'll just show you a couple of other changes you might want to think about. So I've come back to the property alert page, and you can see now that you're logged in, you can see this looks a little bit different than before. So let's try something different. Let's say I want to look at suburbs. We did one for Cranbourne. Let's say, how about some other locations? So you can put more than one location here. So I happen to know, for example, that one of the suburbs out in the Cranbourne area is Narre Warren. So let's say I'm interested in that. And then some of them you'll find that there's like north, south, east, west, etc. You may want to go in a particular path. I'm just going to put Narre Warren, and I'm going to say another area, which is Clyde. And once again, there's a few options, but Clyde, make sure you choose the right state, Victoria versus New South Wales. So what I'm saying there is you can have more than one location here. So all I did in the last one was just showed you one suburb, but what if there's a group of suburbs you like? Then this is the way to do it. So let's go back and say, still we're looking at a house from 650 to, excuse me, sorry, 650 to 700,000 with 3+ bedrooms, and we'll turn that property alert on and say let's see those properties. And now we have a new set of options that we can start looking at. And if we go back to here and choose home alerts, you can see we now have two different choices here. So these are going to send us alerts depending on what we're looking at. So try it. Look, unless there's one particular suburb you absolutely must live in, otherwise you just won't do it. Try and give yourself a bit of flexibility by choosing a couple of different locations. Another little thing to think about is when you're putting your price range, keep in mind in a hot market, that price range may be unrealistic. So I understand that everybody has a budget they've got to work to, and that's fine. You know, if you've got a $650,000 budget, you're not going to be buying $1 million homes. Fair enough. But just be aware that you may be limiting yourself in certain locations based on your budget. And one of the easiest ways to find out about that is just to look at them and say, okay, well, what are the average prices here? So you can start to sort of get a bit of a sense of, you know, what kind of prices are there. So if we change this filter here and clear it and apply, what we'll now see is 3+ bedroom houses in Cranbourne, and you can start to see some of the price ranges, so 795 to 865, 460 to 505, etc. So you can kind of scroll through and quickly look at things and get a sense of whether you're in the ballpark at least. All right, and yeah, hopefully that makes sense for you, and you can find something you're looking for. Just be aware in the current hot market, you will need to act fast if you see something you like. A lot of properties are selling very, very quickly. Within days of going on the market, so you need to stay on top of this and check regularly. You probably want to get the app, whether it's domain or realestate.com.au, get the app on your phone. That will probably allow you to access the alerts a lot quicker and go from there. So all the best in finding what you're looking for. Just be patient. It's a busy, crazy time at the moment.